Hello, everyone. We
Hi, everyone.
have started our review session with our jury members of our Make Your Data Speak Award. So my name is Alex Kolokolov. My guests are Federico Pastor and Ricardo Tranquilli. And today we will share with you our thoughts about some of submitted projects for our Data Visualization Award. And let me tell about this activity in a few words. Well, what is it? We have launched another one DataViz Award, and it's named Make Your Data Speak. And we have a mission, we have an idea to unite data people and unite information designers, infographers, storyteller, and make them engage them to create the best business dashboards, the best data art and storytelling projects. And we have two nominations. The first means that you may use any tool you know, Tableau, Click, Power BI, Sisense, and even Microsoft Excel, or your custom developed project, and build it on the provided data set. And the most interesting topic is data art and storytelling. When you define your topic, make a survey, or use open data. And today we will discuss these non-business topics, but pretty interesting. And for our award, we have two nominations. The first is for professionals who want to tell the world about their services, their portfolio, and yes, it has a entrance fee, and we have student nomination for students, for beginners, and it's for free for all. And we have a significant prize fund. We have $1,000 for the first place for each nomination, for data storytelling and for business dashboard. And for students, we also have $300 prize for first place, and budget for second and third, and we may have several second and third places, and our total budget is $10,000. And now we are at the stage number. Actually, our current stage, we are still in the process of accepting applications. So first stage, but already we have some interesting projects, and we discuss them and provide them feedback, and you have a chance to improve your projects. And if you are still working over your project, you have a chance to learn on others' mistakes. And finally, by the end of December, we will prepare a shortlist, and our jury board will analyze it in details and select the best, and we will tell who's the winner at our award ceremony at Eurasian DataViz conference. So it will take place in February 9 in Istanbul. It will be a great event. And that's the basic criteria. So we evaluate design, technology innovations, analytical skills which you demonstrate, and also we evaluate story, your narrative skills, how is it involving, interesting, and we will make this process as transparent as it possible. So really, we want to define the best. So that's our basic rules for our event, and I'll provide the time for my guests So please tell about yourselves. Hello, Ricardo. How are you doing?
Hi, Alex. I'm doing well. Hi, everyone, and thanks for having me. Thanks, Alex, and thanks for the invitation. I introduce myself really quickly. I'm Ricardo Tranquilli Navarro, and currently I work as project manager and tech lead at Iberus Tecnología. Iberus Tecnología is a Spanish consulting company. And well, I'm as well Power BI and Tableau specialist, and I really like visualization. Many people think that visualization is just painting a few graphs and some charts and do reports, and I consider it like a art, practically, and it's one of my hobbies. So really enjoy visualize data, and I'm really happy to be here. And thank you, Alex, for the invitation.
Okay, nice to meet you. Hello, Federico.
Oh, hi, Alex. Hi, everybody. My name is Federico Pastor. I work for a company based in New Zealand called Enterprise DNA. I am the head of data platform and data challenges. Data challenges, Federico, what is that? I run challenges, as simple as that. That is my job, running challenges. I like visualization, and I agree with Ricardo. Visualization and storytelling are two different things. Storytelling, for me, as Ricardo says, is an art, and we have to make a big difference between putting a future on a report and to tell the story. So storytelling is more complicated than visualization. Visualization is just putting things in a report in order, so it makes sense for you. But storytelling is something that has to be studied separately from Power BI or any other analytical tool. Nothing more about me. I live in the United Kingdom. I'm very young, 25, I think. No. I'm 55 and come from Spain, but living in the UK for 25 years approximately. Nothing more.
But also you have significant experience in running challenges, and so it's my first global experience. But actually, how many participants for your challenges do you have? How many thousands?
No, but not too much. Enterprise DNA used to run the challenges internally within the company, within the platform. They decide to take the challenges outside the platform in LinkedIn. The maximum number of participants was the last month challenge with 154. When we talk about running the challenges, that I have entered every single challenge. There is in LinkedIn, they call me as a joke, the king of challenges. But it's because I am in every single challenge. I met Ricardo in challenges, and a lot of other people, me running or playing, working in challenges. Challenges for me is not about the winning. I try to win all the time, but it's not about winning. It's about learning. It's about practicing. It's about sharing with the community, and it's about creating a portfolio. That is the way I see challenges, and that is the way I like to run Enterprise DNA challenges now.
Yes, I agree with you that the main purpose of challenge is not to win a main prize, but to learn, to practice, to upgrade your portfolio. And we have hope that all of our participants will grow up together with us. Okay, so let's start. And The first review we'll have from Ricardo. Ricardo,
Yeah.
could you?
I share my
yeah.
my screen.
Yeah.
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Perfect. You see life of work?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, we start with this visualization. I like the topic actually, and I think it's a good report. And in general, I think it's a good report. So congratulations to the author. And well, I really like the landing page, the color palette, the big numbers, the alignment, the distribution of the elements, the question, because you understand what's going on, what is the importance of the analysis, and so on. Maybe I don't like at all the font, the font size, but it's okay. So we go to the next page, and well, here in the first glance, it seems that the author changed his mind, because actually here we have like a color palette, and then we have a new color palette with different colors: red, gray, brown, and green. So I don't really understand because the author changed his mind, but I recommend trying to be consistent with the design, because it could be distracting, and we have to remove the clutter when we do data visualization and data storytelling. And what I expect is find or similar colors, similar to the first page, along with those curve shapes that we have in the first page. Then, if we talk about the charts, I could say that the titles are very huge, so huge, and then we have, well, in the right hand, tornado charts are okay, but then here we have a bar chart, and I said my suggestion, my opinion is that when we have a bar chart like this, we have to try to focus on a category or 2-3 categories and highlight the data. So in this case, for example, I would try to highlight, for example, this bar and this bar, and these two categories in a color and the others in another color, for example. Then, well, I like this concept to change and have this filter pane, but maybe we could improve as well the filters, maybe here or above, and to have more space for the charts. And if we go to the next page, solution to the problem, here as well, I like the concept. I like the idea of this chart, of this page, and I like as well the Sankey chart, because it's really nice to see, you know, how we compare the company's helps, and yes, I'm in balance, or I can keep a balance. But as well, we have the same sample as before. We have two charts, two bar charts, and here we could try to go from macro to micro. So macro is all the chart, and micro is info where we focus on in the chart. So for example, in this case, I would try to focus on these 3 categories in this chart, and the same here, to compare the first category with the other one. And to sum up, I like the idea, and I like the way to do this kind of visualization, but maybe the author could fix something to do a better visualization. And then if we go to key recommendations, here I like the distribution of the elements. I like the image as well, like the first one. It's really similar, but the image has still prominence, and is the first thing that we see actually when we go to key recommendations. And I see as well too much text. And when we talk about data visualization, when we talk about data storytelling, we have to use numbers and text, but numbers. So in this case, maybe the author could add some number from the analysis, from the results, and display to key recommendation. And then if you really use the text, I recommend to highlight something in the text, because it's hard to understand what is the important of this recommendation. Too much text. So but to sum up, I really like the idea, the concept, the 4 pages, and I like the way to do this visualization. I like more this concept than this concept. This is too basic, too easy. And I always say that we do data storytelling. When we do data storytelling, we have to use the less is more concept, because with an image, with a good chart, we can say more than 10 lines of text. So that's the real power of data visualization. And for that reason, I think here the author should use more numbers or something more to explain the solution. But that's okay. And I think it's all by my side. Thank you.
Thank you, Ricardo. Could you go to the previous page?
Yeah.
I want to add some critics about filter panel. You said that it may be improved, and I observe that this disbalance between space provided for 2 filters. We have female and male distribution, and we have such teeny bars for 2 categories. And actually, that's enough. But we have these huge rectangles, huge blocks, just for 3 categories: above average, average, below average, and they are not even visualized. But we might use stacked bar charts or transform it into another one column chart and visualize this distribution. How many answers we have people with salary above average or below, but we take a lot of space, but we display just 3 titles, and we don't visualize this data, but we might.
Yeah, I agree, Alex.
Go to the 4th page, Ricardo. Go again to number 4.
Maybe you disagree with me.
No. As you said before, we have text. We have an opportunity to explain more about the report, and we have a fantastic visual called smart narrative.
Yeah.
that he could have been used and introduced some of the numbers that are there in a better, much better way. And using the smart narrative correctly, everything the report you just can tell us in this page. You can tell the numbers, you can tell the child, you can tell how many female, how many males. Only in those two paragraphs, if you use well the paragraph. And I agree with Alex. And distribution seeing a little bit too much in one side and not too much in the other side. I think distribution lacks a little bit of, but that is practice. It comes with the practice and with the time. So I'm not criticizing. To the contrary, I try to tell this developer, the idea is fantastic. When you have an screen, the idea to do this paragraph is brilliant. Why don't you use a smart narrative and provide some numbers?
Yeah, of course.
Yes,
that is my, because I like a smart narrative. I think it's a visual that not many people use, but now it's coming more and more because you have your chart and a little bit of explanation.
No, Federico, I agree. In Power BI, I think it's a good feature, small narrative, and this author, for example, should use small narrative and have numbers and text all together, and it's better. It's a nice feature.
Yes, and in my opinion, the key problem is that we've got two separate parts. We have pages with business dashboard, so we such a social topic, but visualized in business best practice. We have a filter panel, we have totals on top, 4 visuals, and we have a separate final slide with paragraphs of text. And the challenge is to combine them and get a synergy of this fusion. And really, that's a challenge, and it's an opportunity for this for the author of this project to upgrade it and pretend for the prize of our award. And we want to engage all of you, I mean our participants, to get out of zone of comfort. So thank you, Ricardo. Thank you for Federico for our discussion, and let's go to the next project.
That will be mine or yours, Alex?
Yours.
Okay. Can you see there?
Yes. No.
Now?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yes.
Okay. I know a fan of pictures in the background of reports. And if you use it, you have to make sure they are not prominent, nor the main attraction of the report. In this case, the picture takes too much attention. And if we want to tell the world, tell the audience, children are the flower of the earth, I would have chosen another picture, maybe more children playing something and be happier, in my view. And the photo take a lot of attention. I looking more at the faces of the children that I am looking at the numbers. And the important thing about a report is the numbers, not the picture. Then we have a lot of space here on the top, that empty. And then a navigation here. For us to navigate, we need to come here, that is almost hidden why don't you create a little navigation bar at the top and allows us to move instead of here? It has 3 pages: home, second page, third page. That's your navigation. This is supposed to be a quote, I do believe. Make it a square, make it shorter, just get a little bit of a square there, a little quote. I don't know why he decided to go with these borders, but okay, I'm not gonna, I don't want to get into color because everybody had different ideas about color. I know a yellow, a fan of yellow color, but we had these borders in here. Here we had a blue border. Why we have a blue border there? And why do we have that yellow strip down there? I don't know if he's trying to hide the shoes of the children. There were no good-looking shoes. I don't know why that bar down there and the blue border. Its distribution can be better. And when you distribute in a better way, you have more space to actually make better use of the canvas. I'm gonna focus on that. So there is information about the participants in the survey. Why is not in the first page? You give us some information here about the participants. There's the participant, you're telling me that female are 80%, male is 80%. I think there is a little, maybe a leaving space or a spelling mistake. That's the reason you have 2 females in here instead of 80 and 20. But that information, in my view, give me information about the participants in the survey, the 60 people. It should go here. And then we have this kind of oval or peel round shape, and then he go a square with shadows. You need to keep the same order of shape. If you're using a square shape, go all the way with a square shape. And the shadow, if you want to use shadow, that's fine. Why don't you use shadows in there too? There is misalignment. Alignment for me, I am a paranoid. If my stuff is not aligned to perfection, I'm not happy. I can see that that line is not aligned with this one here.
We make you struggling.
Yeah, I try to put it myself with the hand, try to push it. And the separation here, you will see in the next slide, is different. Can you see the separation?
Oh, that's a nightmare.
Sizing and alignment, they are little things, but it actually tells how good as a professional you are when you have everything to perfection, everything is in line. And I ask people, spend some time when you think that everything is finished, check it out again and check it out again and check it out again, because you always are going to find some little mistake. The chart, so that 12% is only 7 people approximately of the 60 people. I understand that having 3 children or more is what is considered as a big family, but it's not giving me a better indication. 3 is big or more than 3, or 3 below are not big families. So the title of the chart are not very clear for me. That at the top, is that supposed to be the title, or it giving me information what is not an smart narrative again that is hard coded in there? He put 32% in there. There is no, it's not dynamic. Everything else seems to be working fine. Again, that information repeat in 2 pages. I don't know why you are repeating the same information in 2 pages. And here you can see that this one is not aligned with this one, but here is aligned, but this one is not aligned. In this one, these are aligned, but this one is not aligned. As I told you before, I'm quite strong on the size and alignment of the canvas. We need to make use of the canvas properly. So alignment and sizing is very important. It's giving me information that it has value, but I know that to have many children is very expensive. It kind of, if you have 1 child, it costs you $100. If you got 2 children, it costs you $200. If you got 20 children, it costs you $2,000. That information is, in my view, unnecessary, because it's clear the more children you have, the more expensive they're gonna cost you. Income, making what? 100% think the income is the most important factor in making a what?
I assume that's making a family.
Correct, but we cannot assume. Don't allow me to assume. You have to think about it.
Or maybe making the money.
Oh yeah, think about it. You are the audience. I know, if I don't know what you're talking about, don't assume I know what you're talking about. You have to let me know. So it's important that titles are always well presented, short and meaningful. So I know what he's thinking. The author, no, boy, it's very clear. He's making a family. Can you not see that, Federico? Well, no, I can't. I don't know you're talking about family or you're talking about something else. Let me know. I'm your audience. You have to think not about how you think, but how the audience think about it. Apart from that, that in my view, there is more details. We're talking about alignment, sizing, titles. We have a better navigation system. That there is too small. You cannot see it to move. I don't understand why don't we have something there. Apart from that little small thing that it can with time, I remember, I can see myself doing this grow when I was growing, making this, no mistake, but maybe not taking the necessary time to appreciate that. Maybe you become tired and that's it. Small details. I like the report. It gives me some good information. Perhaps I will put the information in a different way and think about the order of the chart. how is my, not storytelling, but my visualization, what is the most important for me and where I put it. Apart from that, it's a good report. Nothing more to say about it. Well done, whoever has prepared the report. Just think about next time alignment, shaping, and giving some structure to the report. That is my view.
Ricardo, do you
just
to it, or maybe to dispute?
No, just two quick things. I agree with Federico. I think there are distribution and elements not aligned, and that make noise and make clutter when we talk about data visualization. And then in the second and the third page, the author use the same color, and I like that. But when we use color, actually we use color to highlight something, to communicate something to our audience. So maybe here we need to highlight, for example, stop factors, low income of the other parent in a color and then the other one in another color, or difference between two categories with more factors or disadvantages of each family. And I see it's all the same,
Yes, what Ricardo is saying, that yellow, give me this in gray so I can make a difference in color, so I understand, or something like that. I understand that the most important is that bar.
Yeah.
And that is important in data visualization.
Yeah.
Okay. And I have some critics for the filter panel, which is on the right side of the both of the dashboards. And you mentioned that it's better to put it's on the right, but inside this panel, could you go to the next screen? What I see that age and income categories are arranged, are sorted from the largest to from the lowest to the least. Age in the filter panel.
Okay, yes.
But if we use numeric scale, it must be arranged from the beginning. So we have under 20, we have next category 21, 35, 36, 45, and more than 45. And and it must be like a normal distribution histogram, but not the arranged bar chart. And the same way, level of income, less than 2,000, from 2 to 5,000, and etc. And it also must be arranged distribution histogram, not the sorted bars as we see. So the correct distribution is for sex, female, male, others, but not for the numerical diapasons. And it's one point, and I have another one point for the totals on top. And you mentioned that all the we should put all the titles, and yes, they are sometimes not aligned, but I have my personal nightmare with font unification, and I see that fonts are different. 12% have 3 and more children, and 71% who have many children and income less. It's another one font. 36% men is another one larger font, and all they must be unified. And I see that 14 points will be enough, maybe 18 or 16. But
Yeah.
that's my personal nightmare.
No, you are right. You are right. There's little inconsistencies. I think we learn through time, no? And working every day, and we progress and learn all these little things. If I showed you a report of me 3 years ago, I ran away, how ugly it was. But little by little, one progress and get better at understanding and seeing all these little inconsistencies. We are not going to call it mistake. We are going to call things that can be better. Because the only way for us to get better is making little mistakes. So I know, or we are not in any way criticizing anything. We are telling you it could be better if you do this, or the other.
Okay, but in general, it's a good work, so it's a good job, and for the analytical role, it's good enough. There are a lot of things to be improved, but this project also has a chance to win, and we criticize these dashboards in the purpose to improve them and make them better. And we have a final project, another one, social topic, screen time in your life. And we have fixed mistakes from previous project. We have navigation panel on top, take a survey, results, main figures, how many respondents, how many hours people spend per day, some text paragraphs, and I think this picture shouldn't take so much space, but it's not a crucial mistake. And let's discover the results. The same structure of top panel with indicators, average hours, and what we see that 8.4 hours per work day, twice less in a weekend, and by different types of activities. We have that most of our participants spend their time on a screen work. And here, what I like, I have a color coding. So if we have comparison to the last year, and we observe the increase of this screen time, we spent more time than in the previous year, and it's bad. If we spend less time, it's green. And the same way, do you consider yourself as digital addicted person? Red, yes, I'm digital addicted, and no, I'm not addicted. It's good. So the color coding approach is well done. The same. So in general, there are too many colors. Orange, blue, something like something between orange and pink for female, other colors for word tag, but in general, it's not annoying for me, and I see that color makes its function for yes, no, male, female, and for gray for neutral. And we have another one, and here again I happy to say that mistakes for diapason scale are fixed. We see up to 20 years, from 21 to 30, over 50. All these scales are arranged in a right way. And also we have distribution by country, and actually, yes, I see that it's a total time, and people in USA, actually, I'm not sure that total is 18. It looks like something weird, 18 hours per day, but maybe the next Bulgaria, Portugal. Actually, I don't understand the logic of arrangement of this scale. It's not alphabet, it's not category. Okay, it's arranged by entertainment. Yes. So what we see that I can't highlight this category, entertainment, but USA, Bulgaria, Portugal, Kazakhstan, Germany, Russia, BIH, whatever. Canada spent more time for entertainment, but I prefer to sort it by average, or to have an opportunity to switch this mode, maybe to filter, to select one category, because for example, for hobby time, which country spent more time for hobby? I can't see it only by checking all these bars. Actually, I see a significant purple sector for Ukraine on BIH.
That's the biggest.
Yes. But in general, it's well done. I have some improvements, as I mentioned here, and yeah, we have also what we discussed, that we, for the first project, we had separate numbers pages and conclusion pages, and here we have them together. But also I expect to incorporate this story into these dashboards. And really, again, I look at the PowerPoint slide, I go to the Power BI dashboard, PowerPoint slide again. And the way to improve this, I think, to redesign, use not only filters, and really we have default cross filtration for Power BI, but according to the technical criteria, I request more functions. For example, filters, switch scale, change category, have some pop-ups, especially here. I want to hover and get more details, but it looks like a plain slide. What might be improved, and I see, it seems that we may reduce the number of colors, so it's not critical, but it would be better when we will use maximum 4 colors. But here we have 3, 5.
A lot.
Yes, about 8, including shades.
And then in the next page we have another color palette.
Yeah.
With by country, again more color.
Yes, and sometimes it's look like different persons.
Yeah, that made the dashboard. Yeah.
Different parts, and actually, it's in some case really we've got such result when we had a teamwork and members distributed parts between them, and finally we had different styles, and it's a final task the same way as you must check all the alignments, all the fonts, and you must check that all your colors and palette fit the common style.
Yeah, when I work in teams, I am the last person to do anything in the report because I am the visualizer. So I am the one providing the color, the structure, the alignment, the sizing, because if everybody working the same thing at the same time, it will happen that you have different font, different colors, different alignment, different shapes, and people need to understand that colors have meaning. Color is very important. You just, by telling me that it's red, you are telling me that it's not good. By telling me it's green, you're telling me it's good. If you follow that contract, I don't need to look at the numbers, because when I see red is bad, when I see green is good. For example, so people need to understand that the color is very important. Provide harmony to the report. And harmony is the combination of colors. It's not, people sometimes get very confused that because you see a nice color palette anywhere you can use it in a report, and that is not that simple. You can't see any color palette, bring into a report, and it's horrible. And I use a technique called the 60-30-10. 60% is the background, 30% is the primary color, and normally it's monochromatic, and the 10% is the directive, the green for the little arrow up and the red for the little arrow down. So 60 background, 30 primary color monochromatic, and the 10% from the different. But that is the technique I use with colors. And sometimes you get it wrong too, but color is very important. I don't understand why that purple color there, or that blue in there.
Yeah, and then Federico, I think it's very important to use the right chart. For example, Alexei, if you go to the next, to the interrelation page, in the left we have the same chart, age and digital addicted person and age and screen time, but above we have stacked bar, and below we have line chart for the same type of info. And in this case, use line chart is not useful because you actually have to use stacked bar. You can use a line chart to show info by category. We use, I used to use line chart for time or something like that, not categorical categories like this in a range, for example.
Yes, line chart is time related.
Yeah,
as simple as that.
Always.
Correct.
So it's color, is alignment, is shaping, is size, is the good chart. It's a lot of things that together makes a good analysis and good visualization.
Yes, and again, to sum up, it's a good job, and each particular point which we discuss is not so critical. So all these charts are good enough, but in general, as Federico said, there is no harmony, and that's a challenge. Not just to build charts, align titles at appropriate colors, but make a harmony and help to find the insights. That's a real challenge, and we are looking for such projects to call them winners at get the final prize. Oh, it was an interesting discussion for me, and thank you. I appreciate your thoughts, your opinion, and let's meet together in February in Istanbul and celebrate these days of DataViz and data analytics, and I hope that we will have a great event for all the data visualization, the analytics industry.
Yeah, he froze, no?
Yeah.
No, it's
okay.
Back.
Now, yes.
Can I, Alex, just to encourage participation? As we said before, it's not about winning or losing. It's about contributing. Yes, of course, there are going to be people that are better than you, worse than you. Ricardo, when I started, Ricardo was, for me, was something that I admire. Now I can fight it, and now I'm close to him. But at the beginning, there was a massive difference between the work of Ricardo and my work. It's still a difference, but he knows now that Federico is behind me all the time. Now I can feel Federico close. And that's what I want to tell new people. You have to go, you have to participate, you have to try and try. If not, you don't get anywhere. So don't be afraid, put your challenge in, try your best, and that is the best you can do.
Yeah. The most important part is practice. Is practice and try to find some master in visualization that can help you on LinkedIn, on somewhere, on YouTube, and then try to do you by yourself, and then you will see your improvement.
Yes, great words. So our hour is over. So thank you again, and let's stay in touch and make your data speak.
Thanks.
There you go. Alex, bye, Ricardo.
Bye, Federico. Bye, Alexei.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.